I'm Captain Steve, and this is a tour of inQuest, a 2009 Endeavour 40-foot Skylounge. Before I start, I want to show you a list of everything that's been done to this boat. Now, it's going to go by quickly, but there are a lot of absolute great things done. It is now a 48-volt system on the boat, which makes it very efficient, especially if we're on hook. Now, looking at this side, if you look up top, there is Starlink on board. If you look on the other side, there's a hoist there, bicycles, things like that, and there's also a holder for a paddleboard. As we come on board, I want you to notice the flooring, very good condition. These cabinets right here both hold a lot of storage. Most people use them for storing their cleaning supplies. And back here we have that beautiful, rigid dinghy. Looking on this side, underneath that step, that's where normally you would have a propane tank. But because of the 48-volt system, they have switched everything over to electric power. Down here you've got storage under that hatch. Switch over to the other side, you have another hatch, more storage, but even more than that, it's access to your generator. Underneath this step here, there's also more storage. Now you can see the steps off the back of this boat that make it very easy to get on and off. But as we come down the side, look how the flooring goes all the way up the side here. Now as we come down here on the left-hand side, you see a little pin sticking out and a line tied up to it. That's an opening. You can pull the rail back and get off on a very high dock if you happen to be there. Underneath these covers here, you've got storage for lines, fenders, hoses, filters, whatever you like. You have a new system on here, a windlass for handling the anchor, huge anchor. Look at this here. Imagine you're out on the water and you have a couple chairs up here, you're sitting back, relaxing, having a drink, a cup of coffee in the morning, talking to your neighbors at the dock, or just sitting out on the water where you're anchored out. There's your 50 amp connector right there. Another exit off the boat at a high dock. Notice all the windows that are available. These walkways are very, very comfortable. There's that rigid dinghy. It's got a European helm on it, which makes it really nice because you can stretch out. Look at this view out the back. Very solid marine door on the back. Now as we open it up, look how much space you have here as you look at the galley area with an island. Now there's room for more furniture here. My recommendation is if you want to put in some kind of a settee or something, you can go to an RV store, would probably be your best bet. As you look off here, you've got that white machine there is actually a dishwasher with an ice maker next to it. You have storage on these deep shelves. You see your microwave there. Your new induction stovetop. Imagine being in here and you're cooking, you've got all this space. Now look at that freezer right there. It's a full freezer. I would take it outside and put it on the back. That's the way we had it on our 48 Endeavour. As you can see, there's plenty of room if you want to put in a sofa of some kind. Refrigerator, freezer, 2 of them. Here's your electrical panel, but inside of this panel is your 2 5,000 watt Victron inverter chargers. On the outside, you've got a monitor. Monitor everything. Batteries, water. See what's happening with the charging. Also, you get notifications if you have any issues, and you can select other things to look at. Now let's go to the master stateroom here. A full queen-size walk-around bed, plenty of lighting, air through those vents, hanging closets, drawers, cabinets on either side of the bed. Very, very comfortable. You have a shelf up here. You could actually put baskets up there also to put things like shoes, hats, things like that. As we circle around here, getting into the master head, notice you've got a 3-door medicine cabinet. That is a lot of storage. A good sized countertop. Remembering this is a 40-foot boat. Cabinets underneath, drawers. Up on top here, great cabinet for storing all of your linens and things like that. Look at this shower. Tall people, you love this shower. Now we'll go down and show you how deep it really is. Oh my goodness. Talk about comfort when you're taking a shower. Great shower head. Now these 2 doors right here, they enclose the Splendid washer-dryer combo. Now each of these rooms have these portholes here. They're great because you can open up and let air in, but they also have privacy shades on them. There's storage underneath that bed, by the way. Now let's go down to the guest quarters. This is on the port side of the boat. Note that there's a door there, so when people stay aboard, they can close that door and have complete privacy down below. Queen size bed. If you don't like the bed, you can replace it with a regular queen size bed. Underneath that bed are 6 48-volt lithium batteries. That is what's running this boat when you're on batteries, when you're on hook. You can run the air conditioners on that system, by the way. TV, soundbar for your listening and viewing pleasure. Hanging closet. 3 drawers. There's more storage underneath those steps right there. As we enter into the guest head, I want you to note that there's also a 3-door medicine cabinet in here with a very large countertop. Again, this is a 40-foot boat. There's your porthole. Very comfortable shower back here. Imagine you're out on hook, open up those windows, a breeze comes in. As we walk back into this area, we're going to go up the stairs and back down the hallway. You see how much space there is in the salon as we come into here. Imagine you're cooking dinner, lunch, whatever. People are sitting around your island table there. And we can take this chair or whatever you have there, slide it out of the way, it opens up to your engine compartment. Notice there's 2 hatches here. The one on the right-hand side is the one to get down when you have a couch or something there. Get down there and check your fluids and all that kinds of stuff. It's about 4.5 feet down there. So plenty of room to look at your engines. There's your Raycor filters, your Raycor filter for your generator. Lots of space in the back. Fire suppression system. Can you imagine on a normal 40-foot boat, especially a monohull, how little space you have around those engines? Those are 315 horse engines, 6-cylinder Yanmars. Now we'll go to the other side. Now this is one hatch because there's no couch or anything there. You see your Raycor filters. Every one of these systems has a oil changing system, reverse oil changing system. You see back the space you have if you have to climb back in there. By the way, that ladder unscrews at the top. You can see little screws right there, and you can lift it out of there if you need more foot space down there while you're working. Sometimes when you're changing, if you're down there changing fan belts or something, you might need that. Now let's go upstairs. See those pads on the steps? Great help because these can be a little bit slippery when you don't have those on there. You see the netting on this side? They had a dog and they just put that up for safety so the dog wouldn't slide off the side. Look at all the space up here. Look at the seating area. Oh my goodness. But the important part is notice the 360-degree view you have from up here. When you're underway, if you're just sitting, you've got a great view out. A really nice helm area. windshield wipers on those windows. That's a monitor for your chart plotter. And go ahead and hook up your laptop to it if you want to. Extra radio off the side in case the captain's busy and the co-captain wants to make a radio call for you. See that table? Great table. But it also, if you need it, because you're going to do something, opens up to be twice the size of what you see there. Looking out the back here, you've got a whole stern patio. You've got a dock box back here. There's your lift. So if you do want to bring up, paddle boards or whatever, kayaks, then that lift helps. It's there for you. All you have to do is slide these doors open. You can move one of the pads on the couch there, and it makes it just a regular step going up. But you can fit a lot of people around that table. Now this door here is great. It's a Dutch door. You can leave the bottom closed and just open up the top part when you're underway to let the air flow in. Looking at this again, can you imagine put a couple chairs out here, a little table. It's got a night vision camera on there for your convenience, especially if you get stuck out at night. That becomes really, really important. Imagine playing cards with your friends, having a big dinner. How nice that would be. Anyway, I'm Captain Steve Russell. Thank you for this tour. And if you have any questions, give me a call on my phone number there or email me. I'll be glad to help you.